Hey guys, what's up? Luis here from Beast Lifestyle, and today I want to show you a couple exercises that you can do with a foam roller, this giant tampon looking thing, so yourself can have a lot more range of motion, be pain free, and overall be able to get stronger faster. Let's start with the lower body, which basically is gonna hurt like a bitch, but feels good at the same time. And basically, I like to start with the lower body, but there are a couple main areas. Your IT band, which is this band right here, that usually if you get a dead leg, hit if a friend gives you a dead leg to you, you probably feel this before they hit you right at the IT band, and it stinks. So that's what you want to hit right there. This one gets tight from all this thing around, and you're always in this flex position. So you want to extend and massage it and relax it. The other area is the hip flexor, then the quadriceps, the inner thigh, your calves, your chins, and you want to be able to get your Achilles tendon in the wall. It's pretty hard to do with the foam roller, but so tomorrow I'll show you some exercises that you can do actually with a tennis ball or a PVC pipe in order to get those more tight areas. But let's start with lower body. Let's start with the IT band, which is probably going to be the most painful. So you just want to roll over that band, and you just want to get as much pressure on your body as you can. Just roll over there slowly. There's no, you know you're doing it right when once it starts to hurt. But there's no amount of reps that you have to do or time. As long as you feel good and released, that's the best way to approach it. And I'm gonna go quickly because I don't think you want to see me rolling with this thing. Next we have the hip flexors, which is this area right here. This is gonna be just a little bit that you're gonna have to move, but once you find it, you'll just feel it. And you can just put pressure over it or gently roll over it. Next area are your quads, so just roll over it like so. And you can go as slow or fast as you want. There's no say right away of doing so. Just as long as you feel like you've relaxed the tissue and you've just released a lot of tension in it. The inner thigh, and this one just make sure not to hit your balls. And depending on if you have worked out or not, you're gonna feel just freaking sore, and doing this is gonna be horrible. So what you want to do in those days might be better to just stretch instead of putting pressure on the actual tissue that you're sore on, if it's very uncomfortable, of course. We can move on to the hamstrings. Personally, I'm not tight there, but some people are. Just want to make a 4 with your leg. Just roll over that. Hamstrings would be probably better with a PVC pipe, as it is harder and tougher. You can also just use a dumbbell, those round ones. But all I have is a foam roller, so that's all I can use. After this, you want to hit the piriformis, which is a muscle in your glute, and you want to do the same way. And with this one, I'm not sure if you can see it, but basically you just want to maneuver so where you can just feel that pressure on your butt, and once you feel it, you'll know it's in between there. So just roll over it. There's probably going to be a couple other spots, especially more towards the upper portion of your glute, that are going to be tight. So just roll over those. And you want to hit the calves, same style. So it's a little tougher. And you're probably not going to feel a lot of pressure in there if you have them very, very tight, especially with the foam roller. It is too soft, and you need something a lot more solid in order to really hit the tissue that has been tightened there. That's it for the lower body. I mean, you can do a hybrid where you're just rolling from the quads and then you switch onto the IT band and then the hamstrings. There's no right way of doing it, just as long as you feel comfortable with it. But now let's move on to the upper body portion. I usually start just by rolling my back, and I'm not tight in my lower back, so that's not an area that I have to be worried about. But if you want, you can just massage it, go to the side a little bit, and just put a little bit of pressure in there. But the main area you're going to be tight is just your traps, your upper back, which if you have a hunched over posture, you know you're going to feel this one badly. So you just want to roll in there, and you might just want to cross your arms and put pressure on one side and then switch to the other one, or just do one side first. You want to kind of extend your hips and then just put pressure in that part. So you want to hit like all your traps, your low back, your mid back. Another thing that you can do as well is just extend your back, and let the foam roller just be in your back, so you can just hyperextend your back. And if you have that hunched over posture, it's gonna feel like it's really opening up everything. That's pretty much it for the back portion. You can also massage your neck. It's kind of tough to do it. You kind of have to, like if you were to sleep and just try rolling it, it's kind of tough. You do your front deltoids, your bicep and your tricep. It's pretty tough to hit the little muscles with a big foam roller. Maybe if you have a smaller one, that's probably a little bit harder, probably a lot better. Alright, so once you hit your back, you want to roll over to move this to the side, and you're going to hit your lats. With your lats, you're going to want to hit this whole area all the way up to your armpits, which probably just right below your armpits, where you're going to really feel that it's tight, and you're going to probably just want to hold it in there, as you're just going to feel how much tight you are in your armpit, which is probably limiting your ability to retry your shoulders when you're doing a deadlift. Just pull yourself comfortably back, and you're gonna notice this. Hit this before you work out, and I'm sure you're gonna have a lot more range of motion. But with this one, you wanna just roll and find the area. You're probably gonna wanna move your arm around to find the area, and it's gonna be a small area, like right there. I found part of mine. But basically, once it starts to hurt in a good way, that's when you know you found it. And one side of your whole body is gonna be tightened than the other, so just spend more time on that side than the other. Don't try to always match it up. Do 10 seconds here and 10 seconds here. If you have a tighter right side, spend 15 seconds here and then 10 here. And the areas that you really are not tight in, don't spend so much time in there. You can even just skip them. Like for example, my hamstrings, I'm not really tight, but I do need to stretch them. So maybe not foam rolling over them, but stretching them does help me. Then just switch to the other side. And that's the area for me right there. I can just probably put pressure in there. Just leave it in there. But that's basically this whole thing. You just want to find those tight spots that you have in your body, massage over them, foam roll over them. And that's it. Do this, give it a couple minutes before you work out, and guarantee you're going to feel tons better. A lot of toxins are going to be released. You're going to feel a lot more relaxed. But that's it. Give this a try. And I'm sure this is going to help you tremendously to be able to lift more weight so yourself can become stronger and build more muscle. Tomorrow I'll talk about tennis ball rolling, same concept but just with tennis ball, and also give you a little bit more different options for those harder to reach spots that are really going to make a big difference. So that's it. I'll talk to you next time. Peace. Forgot to mention that I also wrote a blog post about this where I pretty much give you a routine step by step in case that's the way you want to approach it. You can check that out, and that'll be in the link below, or you can just go to beastlifestyle.com/foam rolling and you can check that out. So that's it.